Okay, first time watching a duet, reacting to a duet. Not just these two, but I have not heard any of my favorite Indonesian guitar players doing a duet, which that would be Alip, Phi, Josephine, and Jubing. But now we get Josephine and Jubing together, so that's dope. Could get into a lot of detail, but it would make this video very different. But what I want to at least bring your attention to, that maybe you would look up in your own time or something, I'm assuming you don't know this, is that the way the two of them play is radically different. Radically different. The problem that they're solving is the same. They're both going, how do I play bass, chords, and melody all at the same time? And the way they approach that, of course, is by playing with their individual fingers. But Josephine plays finger style and Jubing plays classically. It may look very similar as far as what their right hand is doing, but actually it's very, very, very different, because it has to do with the way the actual instrument responds to your hand. And what I mean respond, what I mean is, what changes do you make with your right hand, and how do those changes affect the sound of the instrument? And a steel string guitar, like Josephine is playing, reacts extremely differently than how a nylon string classical guitar like Jubing is playing. So I would, if you like this type of music, I would say you might have some fun trying to learn about the differences between fingerstyle and classical. And really those terms, I think they should be interchangeable, but really when we say fingerstyle, we're usually talking about a steel string player. When we say classical, we're talking about a nylon string player. Or flamenco is also a nylon string. Anyways, it's not Christmas time, but Christmas will come back around, so we're doing Let It Snow. Let's go. Yeah, actually Jubing is also mixing in a little bit of jazz style playing, but it's still mostly classical because he's taking jazz ideas, but he has to execute them on a classical medium. The medium being the substrate he's using, and that is his guitar. One of the key differences you would notice is looking at vibrato. Your vibrato on a classical is left to right, just like on a violin, viola, cello, bass. But on a steel string or an electric, your vibrato tends to be vertical, up and down. Come on, Coochie. There you go. Okay, now she's also playing like a jazz person here because this is jazz, but she's playing like a jazz soloist. And one of the things you'll notice between the two guitars is that because she has steel strings, they just pop. They just come right out on top of that mix. Like there's a spotlight on them. Nice, Jubing. Excellent, excellent. So I didn't know how they were going to be playing together. So it actually turned out I was expecting them to both do their respective styles and stack them, which, okay, now if you're watching it, that's really hard to do. So actually they both sacrificed. Neither of them played their exact same styles that I'm used to them seeing. Instead, they both made sacrifices to blend together, right? Josephine was not as busy in her playing as she normally would be when she's by herself. And Jubing did not do a bunch of classical sounding things because it wouldn't have went well with the composition. So they both kind of took off their, Josephine took off of her fingerstyle hat and Jubing took off his classical hat, and they both were like met in the middle and were like, let's play some jazz together and let's actually try to make it feel good. And I think they did a really good job. Now, whether or not you like it, I like it. It's like slow, chilled out jazz. You just have to know what you're getting when you order slow, chilled out jazz. Like, if you're in the mood for a steak, but you order a salad, can't be mad at the salad that it's not a steak. I mean, you ordered a salad. So like, I turned on a song that I expected to be heavily jazz influenced. I'm not upset that it sounded like jazz. But you're not gonna have the fiery solo guitar playing that you would hear from them individually. And that's completely cool with me. Maybe not with you, but with me. There's a cat over here. I cannot tell if it's cool with her because she just looks mad. I enjoyed it. It is getting late here, so salamat malam. I will see you on another video because that's where I see you every time. It's on another video. In fact, I'm gonna dare say, if the next time I see you is not on a video, then something has gone horribly wrong. Wave goodbye to the camera. I'm narrating what I'm doing. I'm talking and waving, and then I'm hitting a button and I'm vanishing.